So this week I went to a talk with Stephen Bartlett, who's the host of a Diary of a CEO podcast, one of the biggest podcasts in the entire world. And he said something that completely reframed how I think about success. While everyone's focused on the big lofty goals of making a certain amount of money, of getting a certain amount of views on their podcast, him and his team are so focused on the tiny micro wins that they just are absolutely able to blow everyone else out of the water. For example, he was talking about how they focus on optimizing the carbon monoxide levels of the room of their podcast studio. When there's too much carbon monoxide, it impairs cognitive performance. And when there's better ratio of oxygen to CO2, their guests are able to answer questions that much better. Think about that for a second. They're so focused on stacking these tiny micro wins and stacking as many of them as possible that they just absolutely blow everyone else out of the water. And that was just one detail that they mentioned. They say they celebrate every small win. And that really got me thinking about how so often we set these big lofty goals without focusing on the tiny daily inputs that are the real determinants of success. Something to think about.